M0FXB. I've had this question a couple of times about adding your DMR ID to a Retevis RT3S. So obviously you can just load up the programming software, which I've got here. And then look, see here where it says radio ID, you add your DMR number there. And you can do it to more than one radio, but you can only use one radio at a time at the same time when you transmit. Receive's fine. And get your call signs obviously important. Without a call sign and the correct DMR ID, the DMR radio won't work. Now, if you want to use it, if you want to put it into the radio, what you've got to do in an RT3S is you've got to go to menu, go down to utilities. Let's turn that down a bit. Go to radio info and then my number, and see where it says 1 and 2. You should have the word edit there. Now, if you haven't got the edit there, you have to add it in the code plug. So the way you do this is back to the software. Look here. Now, see it says edit radio ID. You've got to select that, tick that box, and then you've got to send it to the radio. So I'll do that now, like so. Plug in the cable. Okay, so the cable's in now. Right, and then what we've got to do is we've got to select, hopefully you can see it, we've got to select write data. So when you write data to radio, click OK. That will now send everything to the radio, and it will, because I've ticked this box here that says edit radio ID, that will change the settings that we're going to see in the radio. But it is super important when you buy a DMR radio, if you haven't got a call sign and you haven't got a DMR ID registered yet, which you can do for free, yeah, it's not going to work on DMR. So it'll work on FM because that's different. So anyway, so this is coming across now. So we'll let it come back on. Now the radio is going to reboot. This is ticked now. I'll save that in my settings. So now, if we go to the radio, I'll unplug the programming lead. Go menu. Go down to utilities. Radio. I'll just go back. Go down to radio info. My number. Now look, see at the bottom, now number 3 says edit. I can go down, select number 3, and now I'm allowed to put in, you know, my radio number. So, and then you click, once you've got it in, I'll put it in anyway, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 3, 7. Then you go confirm. And it says change, but it won't be changed because it was already that number anyway. So that's how you change your ID number on a Retevis RT3. Now, the other thing is that when you use Brandmeister, there are passwords that we have set. So even if you try and copy this number, it won't work because there's a password to it. So anyway, 7.3, hopes this helps. M0FXB clear.